Welcome replay viewers, my name is Michael Out and I'm here at the Everglades Historic House and Gardens, and this is on the lands of the Gundungurra people, so I pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. Now if you want to see a more full walk around the house and gardens, go to my previous broadcast. But I lost signal earlier, so I just wanted to come back and show you the last few bits that I missed. Hey Bill, hey Nurse, Kathy. So yeah, if you missed the last one, go back and watch the replay. And but there was a couple of little bits and pieces. I went down to the grotto, unfortunately there was no signal down there, which is a shame because it's quite spectacular to see. I'll put a few things up on my Instagram of that. Hey Mel, but yeah, unfortunately I couldn't scope down there, so just going to walk through a couple of bits and pieces. But for those of you who weren't here earlier, I'll just show you the cherry terrace over here. Now that the wedding's over, we can walk a bit closer up there. G'day Zach. Yeah, so as I was saying, if you want to see a more full scope of the gardens and house, go back to my previous broadcast. We're just walking through here again, and we couldn't get a close-up of the urn before because of the wedding. Okay, it's alright. It's alright, Zach, as long as you're okay, mate. We'll send out a party if there's any trouble. So this is the urn that we couldn't see before. Yeah, so that's the cherries are out at the moment. But what I did want to show you was the anyway, we'll get up there, I'll show you. We'll take a walk. And as I said, if you want to get the full history of this place, you can go back and watch the replay, or just my previous broadcast, or just Google Everglades Historic House and Courtyard. Historic House and Gardens, Leura, and all the information will be there. But this is the part of the garden that I didn't get to earlier, so I'm going to go up here. And watch out for goannas. This Japanese maple is quite amazing. Look, it's very gnarly. Yes, very, very Very well looked after, this garden. So, Ken, you're back at the same spot again. It does look a bit like a big bonsai, doesn't it? So this is the little area that I can't stay here too long because I did want to get over to Mount Tomar, so I've got to scoot. But yeah, we went on a long walk, Ken. I lost signal down the bottom, but I'm back. Oh, well, got to do your cleaning. But yeah, I couldn't get signal down at the grotto, which is a shame. Yeah, so that's Mount Solitary. G'day, El Zeta Silva.
Not that far. 2 meters. About 2 meters.
So this is all the wisteria, which isn't in flower yet.
Yeah, let that guy take a photo.
Yeah. It's accidental bomb. Yeah, well, I guess they're not strictly bonsai. They're more like a sculpture, but bonsai is kept smaller. So you can imagine in a couple of weeks when all this wisteria pops out, because it's just budding right now, this will look really cool. See, they're just starting to bud up. Which is interesting because I saw some wisteria on the way up here that was in full bloom. Purple. I don't think it's a white wisteria. I think it's the classic purple Wisteria sinensis. Elevation difference. Yeah, but where I saw them blooming wasn't much more elevated. It was up in the mountains, so I don't think the elevation necessarily. Could just be the microclimate here. So this also is an espalier crabapple, which is sort of just finished flowering. So you can. So it's a bit of a deep burgundy coloured crabapple, as opposed to sort of more white pinky ones, and it's called purple crab. So it's Malus cross purpurea, purple crab. So that's but see how it's espaliate on the wall? So it's flat against the wall. Wouldn't they all be Miss September and Miss October, Miss August and September? At least in Australia. So I think this is the Garden Theatre, where I was talking earlier about the performances that they had up here and that sort of thing. Big contest, exactly. They only come out briefly at this time of year, so with the flowers, it's very brief. So I crashed the wedding? No, but what's funny is there was a whole big family here with a whole bunch of kids, and they were down there mucking around and carrying on and wrestling, making a lot of noise during the wedding, and one of the wedding guests came over and gave them a good talking to, which was funny. So I'm just going to, so you can see why they call it the Blue Mountains too, look. See? Very blue. So this is the Garden Theatre. Damn kids, exactly. Oh, they were being pretty annoying, even when I was scoping further down. So the Garden Theatre. The backdrop for the Garden Theatre was the entry porch of the 1866 London Chartered Bank of Australia, which was demolished to make way for Feltex House in George Street, Sydney. The porch was reassembled here in 1938 with the addition of a semicircular pond planted with Iris campferii. The central bronze relief, designed by Otto Steen, features a nude male in a classical pose. Tall conifer hedges were clipped to form the wings of the stage. The setting for the performance by Kursova Russian Ballet in 1941. So this is taken in 1938 when they were putting it in at the big So yes, remember earlier when I was doing the history, I talked about they brought the ballet here, and this is where the performance happened. Over, I think it said it was a 3-day fete. Nah, I mean either. I just read the stuff, Zach. It's up to you guys to interpret. That's a classical pose, Zach. So there you go. So that's the Garden Theatre. So that's the bit I wanted to show you guys because I hadn't, I didn't show that before. So I'm going to get going. And as I said before, if you want to see the rest of the garden and the walk around, check out the replay, my previous broadcast. There is lots to see. No, I'm actually heading off because I want to get over to the Mount Tomah Botanic Gardens, which is a little way away from here on the Bells Line of Road. So I'll hopefully bring you another scope shortly within the hour, but if I don't get out of here soon, we won't be seeing nothing. So let's finish on this view, hey? What do you reckon? So there you go. Thanks for jumping in again, guys. Now, if you're not following me and you want to see the rest of my broadcast, you just tap on that link up on the screen, and you'll be able to follow me. Yep, time to bounce, dog. So there we go. So I'll be back, as they say in the classics, or maybe they'll say hasta la vista, baby. But see you in a bit. Toodaloo, hooroo, bye bye. Sayonara, all that stuff. Alright, catch you later, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.